everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. If you don't know, I am making all kinds of candies today. I just been moving from one to the other. So I'm putting in 4 tablespoons of butter, and I'm going to put in 1 bag. This is I think it's a 12 ounce, let me double check. 12 ounce bag of white Premier white morsels. Now, if you want to use, your store brand or something, that's up to you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start melting this in the microwave. I'm going to start it out on like maybe a minute and a half or something like that. And I'm going to, maybe even less than that. Start out with a minute, but every 30 seconds I'm going to stop it and I'm going to stir it. So let's get this chocolate melted. You know, I just had a problem. I put me about a cup of pretzels, a little bit less. I don't know how much I'll use them, just to get a few pieces. I don't want crumbs. But I started to put a few rice checks and stuff like that in it, and I thought, no, I'm just going to beat that up, and maybe the miniature M&Ms, might put a few of those. And I noticed that seemed like I was getting a separation with the butter and the white morsels. So I just set it in my glass Pyrex dish in some hot water, and I just took my little portable mixer, because I just couldn't whisk it enough to get it smooth. I just couldn't do it, young. I run out of juice. I've been working too hard this morning. So I just used my little mixer. And let me turn that off. That's nice and smooth there. I'm going to put some of these pretzels in there. Because see, Pop, I made some Chex stuff a while ago, and it had to have some peanuts in it. And I thought, he would probably eat that, but he can't because he's allergic to the peanuts. So I thought, I'm going to make him one, and I am not going to put any. I'm going to put some of these little baby M&Ms, the babies. I'm going to put some of those in there too. And I'm going to stir it up. And hope that this works. It was just the weirdest thing. It was like it didn't want to, it wanted to separate. I'm going to pour this out. So if you want to melt yours, in a double boiler, you can. I'm going to spread this out, because it's going to break up. This is going to break up like a bark. And I want it to be not too thin, not too thick. And I'm going to pop it into the refrigerator. I've got a sink full of dishes. Now, if you've got the red and green, this would be really good with sprinkles. But you know what? My bunch, they don't like sprinkles anymore. They grew out of that. I think sprinkles are great. But I'm just going to make this for Papa. That way he can have some of the white chocolate. And all I'm going to do is put it in the refrigerator and let it set up. And then we hope that it will break into pieces. At this point, if you want to sprinkle it with some of those little, like I said, little Christmassy goodies on top, some of the little things like you put on cookies, whatever they're called. If you want to sprinkle those, you can. I'm going to pop this into the refrigerator. Okay, I left it in the refrigerator a couple hours, had to run to town to the post office to mail off some cookbooks. And so I just wanted to run back real quick and I'm going to put this in another lock and lock container here. And all I'm going to do, I might have got it a little bit thin, but is just break this in small bite-sized pieces. This will be plenty for Papa. I think it's too big of a piece. You want to keep it in small pieces. Now listen, this is my suggestion, okay? When you're doing this, do this. You might want to do this instead of in the microwave. Do it in a double boiler. If you do it in the microwave, I can tell you there's something about this. There's just something about the butter gives it a great flavor, but it sometimes doesn't want to. And look, it does perfect. But what I suggest is, it didn't just want to melt and be as thin as I wanted it to do, you know. So using my mixer, and it really blended it together. It says to use a whisk to get it going, but I'm gonna tell you, I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the strength to keep whisking. I did try to whisk a little bit, and it just didn't seem to be going in together or mixing together like I wanted it. So this is all that you need. One bag of the, get the good kind, you know, get the good kind of white chocolate morsels, and the little miniature that looks like Christmas lights to me. Looky there. And so, look how simple. I'm gonna make a picture or two. I just want to thank y'all for watching. I really do. I really do. Y'all precious to me, watching me. I appreciate it so very much. Like I said, I know I'm not for everybody, but I just want you to know how much that you mean to me, how much you mean to the Lord. Don't ever forget that He loves you so very much. I'm going to take one little pinch of this. I'll try to get a little pinch that's got some, it's got a tad bit of, that's just too hard for me. I can't do that. I'm going to try to get a little piece that's got a little bit of my pretzels in it. This is so good. Pop's gonna love it. That right there will do me. I'm going to go, and I want you to know that I appreciate you so very much. I've told you all that before, but I hope that y'all have a blessed season. I hope we all have a healthy, happy new year coming up for too long. And some of this candy I'm going to be taking to my daughters for a Christmas thing that we're going to have. So, you know, Pop can have some. Somebody else wants some. I just don't want to bring anything home. Temptation, temptation. I love yous, and I want yous to remember how much God loves you, okay? Keep your eyes on the sky. We never know whenever we're going to go home to be with the Lord. And the best thing to do is be ready, right? Be ready. Well, I'm going to go. I hope y'all get a chance to make some of these quick little recipes that don't take hardly anything to do. But my tip of the day on this is, when you get through melting your chocolate and you see that it's turning loose and the butter is really, and you really probably need to do this in a double boiler. When I got it out of the microwave, it just wasn't the consistency I needed. So I just put a little water in a hot pan, got it going, boiling, set my little glass dish down on it, and just kept whisking and whisking. And when it started to loosen up a little bit and start to thin down, then I got my cordless mixer, and I just beat that until it was totally the smoothness that I wanted. And this is what we got. So that's my little tips to help y'all make it simpler. You know, don't get discouraged whenever it doesn't seem like it's working that second. You know, being as creamy as you want it to be. Just use your mixer on it, okay? Beat it up real good and then get ready. It don't take long for it to set up. I've left mine a couple hours in the refrigerator. I will see you next time, Lord willing, okay? And maybe we can do another recipe.